Shuddh. If you do not know Hindi, the word stands for Pristine. So we're going for the pure Hindi as against a Hindi that has been polluted and corrupted by many other invasions and whatnot in the Indian history. So that is the overall objective of this course. It is going to be a 16 quarter. A quarter in the Hindu University of America is 10 weeks of learning, followed by the 11th week where we have a quarter end exam for about 2.5 hours. The quarter itself is 10 weeks of learning, through the Zoom platform. It's going to be about 1.5 hours class every week. Currently, this course is scheduled for Wednesdays, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is the schedule, and it's going to give you 24 credits by the end of the course. And basically, it's going to take you through 16 quarters, which basically means 4 years of study, starting from knowing nothing about the language apart from knowing that Hindi is something you want to learn. Nothing else is required. The minimum age is 14, typically the 8th grade or 9th grade student. But we do have the flexibility to take in younger children. The only requirement is that at least one parent or a grandparent should accompany them. So this flowchart here gives you an overall structure of this course. What you see here on the left-hand side is all the first 2 years of Hindi studies. And then the third year, you begin the advanced phase. At the end of the third year, you have an option. If you have developed enough passion for the language, you want to pursue your postgraduate or MA level course, then you have an option at the end of the third year to take a proficiency test in Hindi and go for an MA course from there on. A lot of people do an MA course in 2 years or even 4 years, depending on how the schedule allows you. But if you do not want to pursue the MA level, you can simply continue to the fourth year of or the second year of advanced study or fourth year of this course and complete it. And then you can consider once again if you want to go for Hindi or you've reached enough stages where you can manage on your own. You don't need any help from anyone after that. And here is the overall thing. There is a certificate program. That is what we are talking about here today. And then once you go through this, or even in the middle of it, you develop a higher level of passion. You really want to get into the literature side of things a little more deeply. You want to pursue your MA level or PhD level courses. They are going to be made available too. This is exactly what we did with the Sanskritam program, and we have a whole lot of people now on the MA PhD level. So this is basically rediscovering your grassroots. For whatever reason you have come away from India and maybe you've lost touch with the basics there. So this is going to allow you as well as the next generation of students the access to immediate as well as Shuddh, Pristine Hindi. That is the whole target of this. And in terms of the course structure, it's going to have 1 year of beginner phase, and then another year of intermediate phase, and then the third and fourth year of study, they are going to be on advanced phase. So in the beginner phase, we have 4 quarters here. The first quarter, we're going to introduce you to the alphabets, the sounds of Hindi. The Hindi is also a very phonetic language, just like Sanskritam. Sanskritam, of course, is the mother of all languages. And then we have some beautiful children within India in terms of, Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Gujarati, Bengali. All these other courses are coming up in 2023. After Hindi is being launched, we're thinking of Marathi and Telugu in January 2023. And then a few other languages like Gujarati and Tamil and Bengali, they're all going to come up in 2023. We're working very hard at the moment to design the curriculum for each one of these. So basically, you start with no prior knowledge of Hindi. It takes you through, building up some words and vocabulary. Then it will take you to some sentences, comprehension, spoken Hindi, and then go into a little bit more depth in terms of tenses, genders, and adjectives in terms of grammar. Then you're given, a little bit more insight into how to write some simple poems, as well as do some letter writing. Um, Delve a little bit more, deeper into the grammar side of things. See if you're able to handle stories and conversations in Hindi. So that is your intermediate phase. And then comes the advanced phase, which is the year 3 and 4. Okay. So that is, where you left off, you start, and then you start writing some poetry and even put together a skit along with your fellow students in the class, in Hindi. And these have always been very, very popular with our students because they play a big role, in their own team, putting together a nice skit, starting from nothing, starting from scratch. So these are very popular skit development programs. And then we also look at some of the famous Hindi authors and poets, who have the poets who have written wonderful, poetry in the past, especially during the freedom struggle and things like that. We're going to explore a little bit about their biographies and how life was at that, when they lived here. And then we are going to go into some proverbs, how to write a composition, an essay, some contemporary stuff going on within India in terms of poetry, literature, grammar, as well as drama, and also understand the local nuances of this language depending on which region it is being spoken. The Hindi itself has multiple dialects depending on where people are talking within the Indian country. So there is all these kind of variations, but you will, by the time you finish your 16th quarter, you would have a very solid background, being able to comprehend, what others are saying in Hindi, being able to talk in Hindi, being able to understand the basic grammar, literature, as well as put together drama.